I was having a conversation with a friend of mine the other day, and it motivated me to do a video on this, and that is customizing your pocket knife. What I do to my pocket knives is nothing original. It's nothing that hasn't been done several times before, but I do find it's something that I do with all of my knives, especially the more I get into collecting knives and learning more about them. I like to make them my own, and the things I do to the knives aren't necessarily original, but it puts a smile on my face, and it makes me feel more connected to that item because I've done a few little specific things to it to kind of make it my own. And I'm just going to show you guys real quick what those things are. For one thing, a lot of you guys already do this, and that is put a lanyard on your knife. It's something you can do quickly, cheaply, and we have so many different color options with paracord nowadays. There's no reason not to put a little paracord, a little lanyard on your knife just to give it a little personality, a little pop. It doesn't even necessarily have to be a functionality thing. A lot of people think, oh, if you're going to put a lanyard on your knife, that has a purpose. Not really. For me, it doesn't. Not really. I suppose it can if you need to clip it to something, but that's also kind of what the pocket clip is for. But I like to put lanyards on mine just to give them a little bit of personality. Something I've started doing recently here, kind of what motivated me to do this video, is I've started doing some engraving on my knives. And the first thing I'm going to show you here, if I can get it to focus, that little symbol you see there, no, it's not the pound sign, it's not a hashtag. What it is this is a sign that my great-grandfather used to put on all of his tools, hammers, wrenches, things like that. He put that little sign on all of his tools years ago to signify that that tool belonged to him. That's kind of his little symbol, so he would know if it ever got mixed in with someone else's things, he would know, oh, that one's mine, it's got my little mark on it there. And the fact that it was kind of a little symbol that my great-grandfather used, I found it interesting, and so I've started putting it on basically all of my knives, okay? And it's not a, you'll see, the engraving job I've done, it's not beautiful, it's not a professional job, I just do it with a simple little engraver, but it's original, it's unique, and again, it kind of makes the knife more personal to me. Something else I did here on this particular one, didn't do it on all of them. Yeah, a little plug for the channel there. Not a big deal, just engraved it into the clip. If for whatever reason I ever decided, oh, I don't really like that anymore, I can just change the clip on the knife. Not a big deal. Now on the other side, and I'm just using this particular knife as an example because I've pretty much done this to all the knives you see here. On this part of the blade, I've actually put, if I can get it focused, there we are. Again, my initials, SDW. Kind of a personalizing thing again. I think adds some character to it. And this is something that I noticed on one of Nut and Fancy's channels, and I really liked it. He marks a lot of his blades with the weight. He engraves the weight on the blade. Now, I'm not as concerned about weight as maybe some people are, but I do find it interesting, and I've enjoyed putting the weight on most of these Spydercos just because it's interesting to look at things and go, okay, even though these are all, these are Delicas, the H1 steel in the Salt 2, this being a more lightweight handle, this is a lighter blade than the other two Delicas right beside. It's like I said, it's not a big deal, but it's just kind of interesting. So just let me know what you guys think. Do you think this is a good idea? Do you not like it? Would you ever consider engraving your own blade? I'll show you what I've been using here. I borrowed this from a friend. It's just a simple little engraving machine. I don't really know how old it is. It seems to be, if I can get it to focus here for you, it seems to be not super expensive, not super high quality, but it works. Okay, it's kind of noisy. The little engraver there just bumps up and down real fast, and at any rate, it works fine. It works fine for engraving all these steels. I haven't encountered any steel in these Spydercos or Benchmades, a few Victorinox as well. Haven't encountered any steel that's too hard for the engraver to work against, so far so good. Anyway, I thought you guys might enjoy that. Kind of a simple, quick little video on something I do to kind of personalize all my knives. Let me know what you guys think. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time.